All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gators. I'm trying to collect.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey. Right there.
Second and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On first down, Carson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Ready up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Pick me up. Here we go. Look, squeeze. Pilot, 64, weak.
Second and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Carson, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Here's second and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
He's cracked.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
General West.
Mike 5-4. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hey, Delta.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go, go.
They're going to look to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. Right there. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check 9, check 9. Check. Fresno. Bam. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To throw, it's Brees. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brees. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Brees. throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
55, Mike 55. And 61, matchbox light. Hit it.
They run for it with Carson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. You're all mine. Greystone travel. Watch out. Hey, box drop.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the slant. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
6-man. Check curls.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds Cook. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check. Shift.
Hey, Zoom.
36.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Gone.
Check.
On first down, it's Carson, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10.
Come on, now, let's go.
50, play.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Check 13. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen.
Second and 5. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first and 10.
Give me that ball. Hey, Echo.
Mike, 55.
Let go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready?
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Look at me. Go. 5.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0.
Extra score, Bills 14, Saints nothing. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at his... Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I would. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Let's get it. Alpha. Let's go. Ready?
2nd and 6. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Breeze. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
5-1.
Here's Breeze. And he slings one that's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Britton Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Collins. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Bravo!
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to pull it off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir.
Intercepted by the Saints. His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Delta. Ready, go.
Back to throw. Martinez. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Team 6. Team 6. Get it.
He'll look to throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's straight caught. Right around the 6. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Check. On the tackle.